God says, I am in tears. I have been trying to warn you for hours. This is your final chance, don't skip. If you ignore this, you will regret it deeply. Listen to me now. My child, you may not realize this, but the clock is ticking. Heaven is leaning in. I have tried to reach your heart in whispers, in signs, in stillness, but you keep brushing it off. I am speaking now, not with a gentle nudge, but with a broken cry. This is not just a message. This is your moment. If you keep walking past it, you will miss something sacred. Watch this till the very end, or you may lose the very breakthrough you've been crying out for in the secret place. My arms are open, my tears are real. Don't look away. Comment Amen if your heart is open to receive this right now. This moment you are in is not random. This is the divine intersection, the point where heaven presses on your soul because time is running thin. I am not a distant God watching in silence. I am near. I see the walls you've built around your heart. I see the nights you've cried when no one knew. And I've been trying to warn you, trying to call you back, but you keep ignoring the signs. My beloved, this is your final call. If you keep delaying, it will cost you more than you realize. Not just missed blessings, but a missed destiny. You say you're tired. I know. You say you feel numb. I know that too. But I need you to hear me. The enemy has been tightening chains around you, slowly, quietly, subtly. And now you're starting to forget who you are. You are starting to accept fear as your portion. Doubt has become your default. But that is not what I gave you. I gave you power. I gave you authority. I gave you peace. Why are you letting the world steal what I died to give you? This is not just a warning, it's a cry. I am in tears. I never wanted it to get this far, but your heart has been drifting, and you keep letting go of my hand. I've watched you get pulled by distractions, by lies, by temptations that promise comfort but only leave you more broken. My voice has been there through the guilt, through the chaos, but you've tuned me out. Now I'm pleading with you, not to scare you, but because I love you too deeply to stay silent. Comment 1111 if you believe that this is meant for you. You have no idea how much the enemy fears what you carry. If only you knew what I planted inside you. You're not just wandering through life, you were sent, chosen, called, protected. But you've been giving your attention to things that dim your fire, that mute your calling. And every time I send a sign, you scroll past it. You swipe away the truth. You treat divine warnings like background noise. But this is no longer a whisper. This is heaven raising its voice. There is something coming, a shift, a shaking. The world is entering deeper darkness, and you cannot afford to be lukewarm anymore. I have been knocking, but the door stays closed. You keep saying, soon, God, later. But what if there is no later? What if the moment you've been waiting for depends on this very choice, to listen, to obey, to return? You don't need more time, you need more surrender. You've been crying out for clarity, for answers, for healing, and I've been trying to give it to you. But my healing doesn't always come wrapped in comfort. Sometimes it comes through conviction, through truth that stings before it saves. This is that truth. You are at a crossroad. Go back to the world, and you'll feel safe for a while but empty. Come to me, and you'll face battles, but you'll never face them alone. Do not let fear make your decision. I am bigger than the diagnosis. I am stronger than the heartbreak. I am more faithful than the betrayal, and I will restore everything the enemy stole. But I need you to stop playing with fire. Stop calling compromise grace. Stop letting sin sit where holiness should reign. You were made to carry my spirit, not the weight of shame. You keep asking me to show you a sign. This is it. I don't care how far you've run. I don't care how many times you've fallen. My mercy is not scared of your mess. My grace does not expire, but it does wait for your response. That's what this is about. I am giving you one more chance to come home, to open your eyes, to stop pretending you're okay and finally let me in again. Not halfway, not for a Sunday, fully, completely, forever. There is a miracle on the other side of your obedience, a blessing waiting where your surrender begins. But if you keep brushing this off, the door will not stay open forever. I love you enough to warn you before that door closes. This is not to shame you, it's to save you. My tears are not out of anger but longing. I want you with me, safe, whole, redeemed. Like this video, if your heart knows I'm speaking to you. This moment may be your final nudge. You've felt it before, that stirring in your spirit, the unease when you drift too far, the tears that come when you think no one's watching. That's me. That's my presence trying to break through. I haven't given up on you, but you have to stop resisting me. Stop silencing the conviction. Let it break you so I can build you new. The life you're chasing without me will never satisfy you. The people you're trying to please cannot fill the void I created in you, for me alone, and I will not bless what pulls you from me. That relationship, that habit, that secret thing you keep going back to, I see it, and I love you too much to let it destroy you. That's why I'm warning you. That's why I'm weeping for you. Comment 222 if you trust me even when you don't understand. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I've protected you from things you didn't even know were sent to kill you. I've blocked attacks, closed doors, rerouted disasters. Not because you deserved it, but because I love you. That same love is speaking now, loud and clear. You are mine, but you have to choose me back. Not just with your words, but with your life. Your future depends on it. Your peace depends on it. Your soul depends on it. And if you're still here reading this, it's not by chance. You are being called. You are being pursued by heaven, and this is your moment. Listen to me now. Return to me before it's too late. You don't know how many times the enemy tried to destroy you when you were most vulnerable, but I stepped in and said, "Not this one. This one is mine." You were protected, not lucky. You were covered, not overlooked. You wonder why you're still standing when others have fallen. Why you've survived what should have broken you. It's not because you were stronger, it's because I was. I have carried you through things you didn't even pray about. I've held your mind together in moments where it was close to shattering. I've been the strength behind your survival. But I didn't carry you through all of that just for you to stay stuck. I didn't pull you from the fire just so you could run back into it. Comment 333 to declare your faith that I am not finished with you yet. You have to choose. You can't keep walking the line between truth and comfort, between surrender and control. You've cried for healing, but you won't let go of what's poisoning you. You want peace, but you keep running toward the chaos. I'm not saying this to condemn you, I'm trying to wake you up, to shake you out of the fog that's been dulling your senses and dragging your spirit into sleep. You've been spiritually asleep for too long. It's time to rise. Do you know how much I've placed inside you? The calling on your life isn't something small. It's something that could shake generations. But the enemy has tried to bury it under shame, distraction, fear, and delay. That's why you've been under attack so much. It's not because you're weak, it's because you're dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. If you weren't carrying something powerful, he wouldn't be fighting you this hard. But you are. You've just forgotten it. I haven't. I haven't forgotten who you really are. I still see the child I made, the one with purity, boldness, fire, and destiny. The one who used to believe I could do anything. The one who whispered prayers in the dark, trusting I would hear. I want to bring that heart back. The enemy tried to harden it, the world tried to bury it, but I'm calling it back to life. It's still in you. That wonder, that faith, that hope. You just need to come home. You've let the wrong voices shape your identity. People who never saw your spirit have convinced you that you're ordinary, broken, too far gone. But I see you fully, and I call you mine. You are not dirty. You are not worthless. You are not forgotten. You are redeemed. You are chosen. You are fiercely loved. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm desperate for you to see yourself the way I do. Comment 555. If you believe you are still chosen by me, I need you to stop numbing the pain and start letting me heal it. I need you to stop hiding behind your distractions and finally let me in. I won't force the door open, but I am standing right outside, knocking. My spirit is whispering to you, even now. You can feel it in your chest, that pull, that ache, that stirring. Don't ignore it. That's me. You've been waiting for a miracle, but the miracle starts when you obey. It starts when you surrender. It starts when you stop asking for signs and start walking in faith. I've already made a way. The breakthrough is ready. The blessing is prepared. But it's your heart I'm after, not your performance. You keep thinking you have to clean yourself up first, that you have to be better before I'll use you. But I don't love a future version of you. I love you right now. As you are, not perfect, not polished, just real. You've been pretending for too long, pretending you're okay, pretending you're strong, but deep down you're tired. And you don't have to carry this alone anymore. I never asked you to. I'm not calling you to be perfect. I'm calling you to be present with me, to bring me your fears, your failures, your doubts. I can handle them. I can carry them. You just have to give them to me. There is more for you, more peace, more freedom, more purpose. But you can't step into it with one foot in the world and one foot in the spirit. You can't keep asking me to bless what's pulling you away from me. That relationship you know isn't from me. That habit that keeps you bound. That mindset that keeps you small. I want to break those chains, but I need your yes. You've heard enough sermons, you've read enough words, now it's time to respond. To move, to act. I am in tears not because I'm angry, but because I want to see you step into the life I planned for you. A life of joy, not fear. Of wholeness, not shame. Of divine purpose, not confusion. You don't need to figure it all out, you just need to follow me. You are not disqualified by your past, you are not ruined by your mistakes, you are not too far gone. If you were, I wouldn't be speaking right now. I wouldn't be knocking. I wouldn't be reaching. But I am, because grace is still available. Mercy is still flowing. Heaven is still open. And I'm waiting for your yes. You don't have to climb your way back. Just turn around. Just come back to me. Just say, God, I'm ready. And I will run to you. I will clothe you in righteousness. I will wash the dirt off your hands and the shame off your heart. I will make you new. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious maybe blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This is your moment. Don't delay it again. Don't scroll past the sound of heaven calling your name. You may not get another chance like this. The door is open now. Step through it. I am right here. And I'm not going anywhere. I have not forsaken you. I have not forgotten you. And I never will. But your spirit is still reachable. Even through your pain. Even through your rebellion. Even through your numbness. I am reaching you. And deep down, you feel it. This isn't just another moment online. This is heaven invading your timeline. It's divine interruption. You've been distracted for too long. Distracted by things that look harmless but are draining you slowly. You keep feeding your soul things that leave you emptier. You keep chasing approval from people who don't even see your worth. I've been watching you settle. Settle for half-truths. Settle for counterfeit love. Settle for shallow peace. You think if you can just hold it all together, it'll get better. But I didn't call you to just hold it together. I called you to live in freedom, fullness, fire. Comment 1212 if you're done settling and ready for more of me. This is not a coincidence. This is my mercy showing up again. My mercy that doesn't run dry. My mercy that still flows for you even when you haven't prayed in weeks. Even when you've ignored my nudges. Even when you're deep in guilt. I see the tears you won't show anyone. I see the moments when you feel like giving up. You tell yourself you're too far gone, that I've probably moved on to someone more faithful, more holy. But I haven't. I'm still here, still calling, still choosing you. You need to stop believing the lie that your past defines your future. It doesn't. I do. And I say you are redeemed. I say you are valuable. I say you are called. Your mistakes didn't surprise me. Your detours didn't cancel your purpose. You think I can't use someone like you, but I've always chosen the broken, the outcast, the unlikely. I'm not asking you to be impressive. I'm asking you to be available. And I need you to hear this clearly. If you ignore this, there will be a cost, not because I want to punish you, but because turning away from truth always comes with pain. If you keep following what feels good in the moment, you will miss what I've prepared for your future. That relationship you're forcing, it will break you. That lifestyle you're defending, it will rob your peace. That pride you're hiding behind, it will isolate you. I want to save you from what you're walking toward, but you have to stop pretending everything's fine. You've become so good at pretending, smiling on the outside while you're crumbling inside, talking about faith while you're drowning in doubt. But I see the real you, and I want the real you, not the version you think I want. I want the raw, honest, messy you, because that's the one I can heal, that's the one I can transform. That's the one I died for. You've been so afraid of losing things that were never meant to stay. But I need you to trust me enough to let go. Let go of what's draining you. Let go of what's blocking me. Let go of the fear that's been whispering lies to you for years. I have better for you. I have peace that no storm can take. I have love that no betrayal can break. I have joy that doesn't depend on your circumstances. But you have to want it. You have to choose it. Comment 777 if you believe I have better waiting for you. You think you're waiting on me, but I've been waiting on you. Waiting for your yes. Waiting for you to finally mean it. Not just on Sundays. Not just when things fall apart. But every day. Every hour. Every breath. I don't want your performance, I want your heart. I want you to know me. Really know me. Not through religion, not through routine, but through real relationship. That's what I made you for. You were not created to just survive life. You were made to carry my presence, to bring light into darkness, to walk in victory, not in defeat. But you've been living beneath your calling, shrinking when you should be standing, hiding when you should be speaking. You keep asking for purpose while holding on to the very things that keep you stuck. The truth is, you can't walk in your calling and stay comfortable at the same time. Obedience requires sacrifice. But what you gain is always greater than what you lose. I know it's hard. I never promised easy. But I promised I'd never leave you. I promised I'd be your strength. And I have kept that promise. Every time you thought you wouldn't make it, I was there. Every time you felt like the darkness was too heavy, I lit a way. Every time you were abandoned, I stayed. I have never left your side. Not once. Not even when you thought I had. You've been through a lot. I see the wounds, the betrayals, the silent battles. You've had to grow up fast, carry weight that wasn't yours, smile through heartbreak. But I've kept you, and I'm about to restore you. I'm about to pour out blessings you didn't even ask for. Doors will open, chains will break, miracles will come, but first, your heart must return, not halfway, not with conditions, all the way back to me. I didn't bring you this far to leave you broken. I brought you here so you'd finally turn around and see me again, so you'd stop trying to fix it all on your own, so you'd surrender, not in defeat, but in trust. You don't have to understand everything to trust me. You just have to believe I am who I say I am. And I am. I am the God who heals, the God who sees, the God who provides, the God who saves. You are not alone in this. Heaven is with you. Angels surround you. My spirit dwells in you. I know the battles you face. I know the temptations. I know the noise of this world has gotten loud, but I am louder. My truth still stands, my love still reaches, and my hand is still extended. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter of bold faith, of deep healing, of divine restoration. But it all starts with a choice. Your choice. To come back, to believe again, to trust me like you did when you were a child. That simple faith, that honest prayer, that fearless hope, I want to bring it back. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever, even in the middle of pain. I see the strength I placed in you when I formed you. You may feel like your faith is small, like your hope is barely hanging on, but even the smallest seed of faith can move mountains when it's placed in my hands. I have not let go of you, and I never will. You think this is just another day, but this is not just another moment. I have aligned everything so that these words would reach you now, while your spirit is still open, while your heart is still soft enough to hear. Because this is a divine rescue. This is not a coincidence. This is not just timing. This is love chasing you down when you started drifting too far. It's my hand reaching into the pit to pull you out before it's too late. Comment 999 if you believe I've been reaching for you this whole time. You've been living in survival mode. You wake up bracing for the next blow. You go through the day pretending everything's fine, but your soul is exhausted. I see it. I see how you smile for others while breaking inside. I see how you carry burdens in silence, afraid to be seen as weak. But you were never meant to carry this alone. I never asked you to. You've been leaning on your own strength, and that's why you keep feeling like you're sinking. Let me carry you. Let me take the weight. You're not weak for needing me. You're human. I created you to need me, to lean on me, to walk with me. You've been fighting battles that belong to me. That anxiety you keep wrestling with at night, that fear that grips your chest, it's not yours to hold. I am your peace. I am your covering. I am your defender. Stop trying to be your own savior. Let me be who I am in your life. You've seen people walk away from you, people who promised to stay, people who made you feel unworthy when they left. But I want you to hear this clearly. I never left. I didn't walk away when others did. I didn't turn my back when things got hard. I stayed, and I will always stay. My love is not conditional. It doesn't change with your performance. It doesn't vanish when you struggle. It holds you through it. You've cried out, "Where are you, God?" And I've been right here, closer than your breath, speaking through quiet moments, through the ache in your heart, through the whisper you tried to ignore. But now I am speaking louder because I don't want you to miss what I'm doing. You've been asking for breakthrough, but breakthrough begins with obedience. I am giving you what you've been praying for, but it starts with a surrender you've been avoiding. Comment 1010 if you are ready to surrender it all to me. There's a door I've been holding open for you, a path you were always meant to walk. But every time I draw you close, something distracts you. Something pulls you away. And I wait. I wait because love doesn't force. But child, time is moving. And if you don't walk through the door now, you may lose what was meant for you. Not because I'm punishing you, but because delay has consequences. What I planned is still available, but you have to come get it. You have to choose it. There's a calling on your life, a real one. You're not just here to exist, to get by, to hope things somehow fall into place. I designed you with purpose, with a mission, with gifts meant to shine in the dark, but you've let fear bury your boldness. You've let rejection silence your voice, and I'm calling it back. I'm calling your spirit to rise up again, to believe again, to walk in the authority I already gave you. You say, "But God, I don't feel worthy." And I say, "You never had to be. I make you worthy." You say, "But I'm not strong enough." And I say, "My strength is made perfect in your weakness." You say, "But I've failed too many times." And I say, "My grace is bigger than every failure." Stop counting your reasons to run and start remembering my promises to stay. You've been in a storm, one that's lasted longer than you expected. You've questioned whether it's ever going to end, but even storms obey my voice. And when I say, "Peace, be still," the winds have to stop. I haven't forgotten the promises I made to you, the vision I showed you in the secret place, the dreams that once felt alive in your spirit. They are not dead. They are just buried, and I'm about to resurrect what you thought was lost. You're not waiting on a miracle. The miracle is waiting on your surrender, waiting on your return. When you fully give me your heart again, you'll begin to see doors open that no one can shut. You'll start to feel peace again, real peace, not just the kind you fake for others. You'll start to hear my voice clearly. You'll know which way to go. Because when you walk with me, I make the path clear, even if it's not always easy. I know you're scared. Obedience always feels scary before it feels right. Letting go is never comfortable, but I promise you this: whatever you give up for me, I will replace with something better. Whatever you lose in this season, I will restore in ways you never imagined. I'm not taking from you, I'm freeing you from lies, from chains, from the weight of pretending. This is not punishment, it's preparation. I am still working in the waiting. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean I've stopped. Some of the greatest miracles happen beneath the surface, in silence, in surrender, while you worship in the waiting, while you obey even when it hurts. That's where I do the deep work. That's where roots grow strong. And I'm growing something in you that will last. Don't go back to what I delivered you from. Don't return to the places that broke you just because they're familiar. You weren't made to live in circles. You were made to walk in freedom, in purpose, in victory. The chains may still rattle, but they've been broken. The door is open. You just need to walk out. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Don't stop here. What I'm about to speak into you now is deeper. It's going to press on some places you've tried to forget, but it's because I want to heal them. I'm not afraid of your brokenness. I'm not intimidated by your doubts. I know every layer of your pain, and I'm still right here, loving you through it all. You've been telling yourself, maybe later. You've convinced yourself that you'll get serious about me when life slows down, when you're ready, when things make more sense. But I want you to hear this clearly. Your delay is the enemy's opportunity. Every time you postpone surrender, you give the enemy more ground to steal from you, more time to twist truth, more space to plant confusion. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to save you from regret. Comment 1515 if you're choosing to stop delaying and start obeying. This isn't about guilt. This is about grace. The kind of grace that doesn't just cover your sin but calls you out of it. You've been forgiven. That's done. The cross handled it. But now it's time to live like someone who's been redeemed. Not half in, half out. Not a faith that only works when it's convenient. I'm calling you to rise. Not because I need you, but because I love you. Because I see who you can become when you finally say yes with your whole heart. You keep thinking I'm looking for perfection. I'm not. I'm looking for your heart, your full attention. You've given pieces of yourself to everything else, people, routines, entertainment, distractions, and all the while, I've been standing here with the fullness of my love, just waiting for your eyes to meet mine again. I don't want just a few minutes of your day. I want your life. I want to walk with you in every moment, not just the ones you think are spiritual. I know there are wounds in you that still haven't healed. Some were caused by others, some by your own choices, some by things you don't even understand. But you've let those wounds define you for too long. You wear them like armor, trying to protect yourself, but really, they're keeping you distant from the healing I want to bring. My love isn't afraid of those places. Let me in. Not just the parts you cleaned up. Let me into the mess. Let me into the dark corners you've hidden from everyone else. That's where I do my best work. Comment 1717 if you're ready to let me into every corner of your heart. You don't have to earn your way back. Just come. That's all I've ever wanted from the beginning. Not your performance. Not your perfection. Just your presence. Just your willingness. That's where transformation begins. Not in your strength, but in your surrender. And the moment you turn your heart fully toward me, everything changes. Peace will come rushing in. clarity will return. Your spirit will breathe again. I want to restore what life tried to steal from you. The innocence, the hope, the joy. I want to rewrite the story where you thought it was too late. I want to bring beauty from the ashes you thought would bury you. But you have to trust me with the pen. You've been gripping your own plans so tightly, trying to control every outcome, and it's only left you exhausted. Let go. Place it all in my hands. I write better stories than you could ever imagine. You were not made to walk this road alone. You were created for communion with me. That's why nothing else has satisfied you. That's why even when you've reached goals or gained approval, something still felt missing. It's me. It's always been me. Your soul was designed to thrive in my presence. That's where you'll find what you've been looking for all along. Not in a relationship, not in a title, not in validation from others. In me. I know the world is loud. I know there's pressure to appear okay, to chase more, to keep up, but I'm calling you out of that noise. I'm calling you into stillness, into truth, into the quiet where I speak clearly. You don't need more opinions, you need my voice. You don't need more followers, you need more faith. You don't need to impress anyone, you need to rest in who I say you are. You are mine. That's your identity. Not what others labeled you, not what your past says, not what your failures whisper. You are my beloved, my creation, my child, and I don't make mistakes. You were not an accident. You were not overlooked. You were planned, crafted, known, and I placed something inside you that hell has tried to silence from the day you were born. But now is the time to rise up, to take it back, to walk in who you truly are. This isn't just about you. There are people connected to your obedience, people who will find hope through your story, people who need the light I placed inside you. When you obey me, you don't just change your life, you impact generations. This is bigger than your comfort. This is kingdom. I've trusted you with influence, with a voice, with a purpose. Don't bury it. Don't hide it. Don't let fear rob what I've placed in your hands. I never said there wouldn't be battles, but I promised you wouldn't face them alone, and I've never lost one. The things that scare you, I already have victory over. The things that hurt you, I can heal. The things that confuse you, I can clear. But you have to walk with me, every day. Not just when it's easy, not just when you feel like it. Even when it's hard, even when you don't see the way. That's faith, that's trust, that's where I meet you. So choose me again, choose me in the middle of the questions, choose me when your flesh pulls the other way. Choose me when the temptation is loud and the path feels uncertain. Every time you choose me, heaven moves on your behalf. Every time you say yes to me, something breaks in the spirit. You are never wasting obedience. Every act of faith is planting something eternal. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The weight is still heavy, yes, but the truth is breaking through the cracks. I have not brought you here just to leave you hanging in the middle of your pain. I am doing something holy in you, something eternal. Do not pull away now. You feel weary, not just tired, but soul weary. Life has hit you hard, and the enemy has whispered that I'm silent. But I haven't been silent. I've been waiting for the moment you'd finally stop running and start receiving. You've been pouring yourself out for everything and everyone but me. And that's why you feel dry. That's why your prayers feel hollow. I'm not punishing you, I'm calling you deeper. I'm calling you back to your source. Comment Amen if you feel me drawing you near right now. You've been asking, where are you, God? I've been right here, not always in the thunder, not always in the noise, but in the quiet ache, in the whisper behind the tears, in the breath you didn't realize you were still taking. I've been holding you when you didn't feel it, protecting you when you didn't see it, speaking when you didn't hear it. But now, I need you to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Stop looking for signs when I've already given you truth. Stop waiting for a feeling when I've already spoken a word. You don't need more confirmation, you need commitment. The kind of commitment that doesn't wait for life to feel right. The kind of faith that stands even when emotions fall. You keep waiting for everything to align, but what I want is your surrender in the middle of the storm. That's where real trust lives. The reason this moment is so important is because you're standing on the edge of change. Heaven is leaning in. The atmosphere around you is shifting. The prayers you thought I ignored, I've collected them all. I've stored every tear, and I'm about to pour out what your heart has barely dared to hope for. But before the blessing comes the breaking. Not to hurt you, but to shape you, to form you, to make sure the foundation is strong enough to hold the weight of what's coming. You've prayed for more, but more requires preparation. You've asked me to open doors, but I want to prepare your character first. I love you too much to give you something that would destroy you in your current state. That's why I've been working on your heart in the hidden place. That's why things have felt quiet. It's not rejection. It's refinement. Comment 222. If you trust me, even in the silence, there are things in your life I am about to remove. People, habits, environments. Not because I want to take from you, but because I want to make room for what's holy, for what's eternal. You've been clinging to what feels familiar, but I'm calling you into the unknown. And I know it's scary. I know you feel like you might fall, but I promise you, I'm already there, waiting on the other side of your obedience. This next season of your life will require a new level of faith. You can't bring old patterns into a new promise. You can't live like the world and still expect to walk in the fullness of my spirit. I'm not calling you to blend in, I'm calling you to stand out, to shine, to walk in purity, to carry my presence with boldness and humility. The world needs what I've placed inside you. But first, you need to believe it's there. You are not empty. You are not powerless. You are not broken beyond repair. The very spirit that raised Christ from the grave lives in you. That's not a metaphor. That's truth. That's power. That's the authority I've given you. But you keep shrinking back. You keep forgetting who you are. You keep letting fear speak louder than faith. It's time to rise, not because you feel strong, but because I am strong in you. I'm calling you back to the place of intimacy, back to the secret place, back to that quiet, sacred space where it was just you and me. No performance, no pretense, just honest love. You've been so busy trying to prove yourself that you forgot the simplicity of my presence. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to impress me. You just need to come home. This is not just about fixing your life. It's about restoring your soul. I don't just want to repair the outside. I want to renew the inside, to fill you again, to awaken joy, to reignite passion, to remind you of what it feels like to be alive in my love. I'm not calling you to religion. I'm calling you to relationship. Real, raw, beautiful relationship. The kind that changes everything. You've seen glimpses of me before. In worship, in moments where the world faded and my peace wrapped around you like a blanket. But I want to take you deeper, past the surface, past the Sunday routine, into the place where my voice becomes the loudest in your life, into the place where you no longer second guess if it's me speaking, you'll just know. But it starts here, with a decision, with a yes that costs something, with a choice to lay down what's been comfortable and pick up what's eternal. I won't force you. I never will. But I'm pleading with you, don't delay any longer. Don't wait until it's too late. What you do with this moment will shape everything that comes next. I am not angry with you. I am not ashamed of you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm in love with you. Madly, eternally, relentlessly. And I want you free. Not just saved free. Free from shame. Free from fear. Free from the lies that have held you captive for years. I am truth. And where my truth is, chains break. You think it doesn't count for much, but I count it all. Every time you resisted the urge to quit, every time you held back tears and said, God, I'm still here, it moved my heart. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now, letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been wrestling in silence, trying to hold it together while carrying more than anyone knows. You smile in front of others, but your soul is tired. And I see that. I see the part of you that feels unseen, and I want you to know I've never missed a moment. Not one tear, not one sigh, not one broken prayer has gone unnoticed. Even when your words failed, I heard the cry beneath the silence. Comment 1111 if you believe I've been with you through it all. You ask why things have taken so long, why you've been stuck, why doors haven't opened. I know it feels unfair. I know it hurts when you see others rise while you wait. But what I'm doing in you is deeper than what others can see. You're not just being prepared for a blessing, you're being prepared to carry it well. I'm building roots, strength, depth. You've been asking for a harvest, and I've been working on the soil of your heart. If I gave you everything you asked for before you were ready, it would crush you. My delays are not denials. They are protection. You haven't been waiting alone. I've been waiting with you. I've been shaping you quietly. The parts of you no one sees I've been working on. That mindset, that heart posture, that spiritual foundation. I care more about who you become than what you achieve. Because your soul is eternal, and I love you too much to let you build your life on shaky ground. You keep looking at others and wondering if I've forgotten you. But I haven't. You are not overlooked. You are not left behind. You are not too late. You are right where I need you to be, even if it doesn't feel like it. This season isn't punishment, it's preparation. And when the time comes, what I've stored up for you will overflow. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to force it. It will find you because it was always meant for you. Comment 333 to declare that you trust my timing even when you don't understand it. I know it's hard to believe right now. Your heart has grown tired from hoping. You've been disappointed before, and part of you is scared to expect again. But I am not like the people who let you down. I don't make empty promises. I don't start what I won't finish. And I never forget the prayers you prayed in tears. I hold them all, and I answer them in the way that brings you closer to me, even if it looks different than what you pictured. There is more ahead than what you've left behind. The loss, the heartbreak, the mistakes, they don't define you. They don't get to write your ending. I do. And I'm still writing. Your story isn't finished. There's a chapter coming filled with restoration, healing, and joy you didn't think you'd feel again. But you need to keep walking. Don't let the pain of one season keep you from the promise of the next. You keep trying to fix everything on your own, to make sense of it all, to control every outcome. But child, that's not your burden to carry. You were never meant to do this without me. Come back to the quiet. Come back to trust. Let me be your guide again. You don't need all the answers, you need to follow my voice. I am the God who led Moses through the sea. I am the God who closed the mouths of lions. I am the God who brought water from a rock and fire from the sky. I have not changed, and I have not failed. What I did before, I will do again. You are not asking too much. You are not dreaming too big. I placed those dreams in you. I gave you that vision. But it will only grow when it's watered with faith and obedience. The road ahead won't be perfect. There will be battles, but you won't fight them alone. I will go before you. I will stand beside you. I will cover you from behind. I will surround you with my angels. And when the enemy tries to rise up, I will lift up a standard against him. No weapon formed against you will prosper, not because you're strong, but because I am with you. You are covered, you are chosen, you are called. Even when you stumble, even when you feel unqualified, my calling on your life doesn't expire when you make a mistake. I am still with you, still working through you, and I will use even the broken pieces of your life to build something beautiful. I waste nothing, not your pain, not your tears, not even your failures. I turn it all into testimony. So don't give up now. Don't let the darkness convince you the light is gone. It's not. My light is still shining over you. My love is still reaching for you. My grace is still more than enough. If you feel like you've drifted too far, hear me just one step back, and I will meet you there. Just one prayer, and I will come running. It's not just words, it's my heart poured out to yours. I've watched you search for answers in so many places. I've watched you chase after things that were never meant to satisfy you, and still, I've waited. I've waited for the moment you would finally pause long enough to hear me say, I'm right here. You don't need to have it all figured out. I never asked you to fix yourself. I asked you to follow me, to trust me, to let me love you, even when you feel unlovable. I see how you carry guilt like a heavy coat. I see how you replay old mistakes, thinking they've disqualified you. But I already knew your flaws when I called you. I already knew the falls, the detours, the dark moments, and still, I chose you. I never changed my mind. Comment 555 if you believe I've never stopped choosing you. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've been hard on yourself. You hold yourself to standards I never placed on you. You punish yourself for sins I've already forgiven. But I didn't come to condemn you. I came to save you. I came to redeem you. And what I redeem, I restore completely. That shame you've been carrying isn't yours to keep. That weight on your chest, I never placed it there. You've let lies settle in places where my truth should live. I am not keeping count of your failures. I'm calling you into freedom. You keep looking back, thinking your past is a prison, but I broke those chains. You don't have to live there anymore. You don't have to stay in that mindset. I want to give you a new way of seeing yourself, a new name, a new identity, a new beginning. And it starts with you accepting that I love you fully, even now. I know there are things you've done that you haven't told anyone, things that haunt you in the quiet moments. But I see it all, and still, I reach for you. There is no sin too great for my grace, no stain too deep for my blood to cleanse. What you've buried, I can bring to light and turn into glory. I don't waste anything. Your story, your scars, your darkest moments, I will use all of it to show others who I am. Comment, Amen, if you believe nothing in your life is beyond my healing. The world has tried to define you. People have tried to label you. You've started to believe what they said, that you're too broken, too lost, too much, or never enough. But that's not what I say. I say, you're mine. I say you're fearfully and wonderfully made. I say you were knit together with intention, with detail, with purpose. You are not a mistake. You are a masterpiece, still in progress. I see the war in your mind, the constant battle between faith and fear, hope and doubt, light and darkness. But I want you to know the battle belongs to me. You don't have to keep fighting alone. You don't have to keep pretending you're fine when you're not. I see every crack, and I want to fill them, not hide them. My power is made perfect in your weakness. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to keep it together. Come as you are. I'm not looking for your perfection. I'm looking for your surrender. Lay it down, the pressure, the mask, the fear, the expectations. Just come. I'll take care of the rest. Let me carry what's been crushing you. Let me breathe life into what feels dead inside. This is not the end of your story. Don't let the season you're in convince you that it's over. I am still writing. There are still chapters left, chapters of joy, of victory, of restoration, of beauty rising from ashes. But you can't skip this part, the part where you trust me in the process, where you walk even when you can't see, where you praise me even in the pain. That's where your faith becomes real. That's where your roots grow deep. You say you don't feel me, but I'm still here. You say your prayers are going unanswered, but I'm still working. Behind the scenes, in the unseen, lining up miracles you haven't imagined, closing doors that would have destroyed you, opening paths you haven't yet stepped onto. My silence isn't absence, it's strategy, it's timing. I know what you need, and I know when you're ready. You've asked for clarity, but sometimes I don't give you all the answers because I'm teaching you to trust. Trust isn't built through explanations, it's built through surrender. Can you trust me when nothing makes sense? Can you walk with me when the map isn't clear? I promise I won't lead you to a dead end. I'm leading you to purpose, to peace, to me. And I haven't forgotten what you've been praying for. I haven't overlooked your needs. I know the desires of your heart, the ones you speak out loud and the ones you don't. I see it all, and in my time, I will fulfill what is best for you. Not always what you ask for, but always what you truly need. I give good gifts, and I will not withhold what is meant for you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are mine, and I am not letting go. No matter how dark it's gotten, no matter how long you've struggled, you are still within reach. My reach. You've felt surrounded lately by pressure, by fear, by situations out of your control. You've looked around and asked, where is God in all this? But I was there when the tears hit your pillow. I was there when your hands trembled in silence. I was holding you when you couldn't even hold yourself together. You thought you were alone. You weren't. You've never been. My presence didn't leave you in the pain. It met you there. Comment, Amen, if deep down you know I've never left your side. You don't have to keep proving yourself. You've been carrying so much, trying to be strong, trying to keep your faith alive while life pulls you under. But I'm not asking you to carry all this weight. I'm asking you to give it to me. Let me fight for you. Let me step in. This battle was never yours alone. You weren't made to carry burdens that are bigger than your strength. But nothing is bigger than mine. The enemy has tried to make you forget who you are. That's why you felt confused. That's why your confidence has been shaken. He knows what you carry. He knows you were created with power, authority, and purpose, and he's terrified of you discovering it. That's why he's come after your mind. That's why he's tried to exhaust your heart. Because a weary heart forgets how to fight. But I am here to remind you, you are not powerless. You are not empty. You are filled with my spirit, and where my spirit is, there is victory. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You think you're not enough, but I never asked you to be. I am enough in you. I am your strength, your provider, your shelter, your peace, and I will be all of that until the end. You don't have to impress me. You just have to trust me. Even now, even when you don't understand the way I'm working, even when it feels like nothing is happening, faith grows in those unseen places. Don't mistake silence for absence. Don't mistake delay for denial. Comment 777 if you believe I am still working in your waiting. I'm proud of you. You don't hear that enough, but I need you to know it. I see how you keep showing up, how you keep choosing to believe even when your faith feels weak, how you pray when you don't feel like praying, how you worship even with a heavy heart. That matters. Heaven sees it. I see it. And I'm honoring it. You may feel overlooked by others, but you are seen by me, known, loved, and fully accepted. I don't just want to fix your situation, I want to heal your soul. You've been asking me to change your circumstances, but I'm starting with your heart. I'm not just after external change, I'm after transformation from the inside out. Because when I restore your heart, nothing outside of you can break what I've healed inside of you. And you've been broken for long enough. You are not defined by your trauma. You are not limited by what they said about you. You are not bound to your past. I am the God who makes all things new. I am the one who takes what was meant to destroy you and turns it into purpose. The pain you endured wasn't wasted. The loss you suffered will not be the end of your story. What you thought would bury you will become the very place I raise you. You've been praying for breakthrough, and I'm telling you it's closer than you think. But don't let your eyes deceive you. Don't let the lack of progress convince you I've stopped working. I do my best work in silence, in the secret, in the places where no one claps, no one sees, no one understands. That's where I shape warriors. That's where I teach trust. That's where your roots grow deeper than the storm can reach. You're growing even when it feels like you're standing still. You don't have to be perfect to be used by me. You just have to be willing. Willing to say yes even when you're scared. Willing to stand even when you're shaking. Willing to believe that my power is made perfect in your weakness. The world teaches you to hide your weakness, but I use it. I work through it. I shine brightest through the cracks in your armor. Because when you are weak, then you are strong because I am your strength.